Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, but your boy is finally back with OP14 plus EBO4 Rosinante gameplay. Thank you all for the support in my absence, and I'm looking forward to making more OP14 videos. I think this meta is really fun and I have a lot of exciting ideas to share with you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the deck list. So this is the list I've been playing around with. Feels really solid overall, and so far I've had success playing against the new OP14 leaders. From the new cards, we have the 2k Megalo. He can KO a 8k power or less body. We also have Perona, who can freeze up to 2 of your opponent's characters with 5 costs or less. And she's good because she can also freeze active characters. So she's been really good into aggro decks like Moria and Law, for example, from the OP14 leaders. And this is why we play 3 Perona and 2 Carrot. We also have the 10 cost Newgate. He combos really well with our 8 cost Kid. And he just feels really solid overall. I really like it. I've been going back and forth on playing it, but I'm gonna keep it for now. I think it's really good. It's been performing quite well. And other than that, the rest of the list is pretty standard. We have our draw power, our removal protection, and all that good stuff. So in today's video, we are gonna try and play against some of the new OP14 leaders, and I'm planning on making a part 2 of this video, so we make it a bit shorter and easier to watch. So if you haven't already, please subscribe and let's dive into some action. Okay, so for our first game here, we are playing against Gecko Moria. An annoying new leader, for sure. Yellow has been getting a lot of annoying cards, honestly. So his cards, they, play each other out of the trash, and he can heal a lot. With his leader ability, he can heal with other cards too. But we opened a really nice hand. We're gonna play Ivankov. We got Dracul Mihawk. We're gonna leave it on top so we can play it next turn maybe with Cavendish. So yeah, this is a great hand. We also have Kid already, so I think Kid is gonna be crucial for this matchup. I mean, it's pretty crucial every single game, but Gecko Moria can go pretty wide, pretty fast, if he gets a lot of his triggers going. We're gonna take this. Okay, hog back. Yeah, we're gonna go for the Mihawk Cavendish combo, and that leaves us 2 down to attach to Ivankov to pressure him. And we draw a card because we have 6 cards or less. We could have played Koshiro, but I don't think he has any KO effects, and if he tries to swing over my Cavendish, I'm just gonna absorb with my leader, so I think we don't need it. I would rather take his life and draw with Ivankov. Okay, I think he did his job here. We're gonna let it go. We're gonna absorb the Cavendish attack and save cards in hand. We don't have any 2k, so we would have to discard 2 cards to protect Ivankov, which is not worth it, I think, at this point of the game. Okay, he KOs Hogback, plays Absalom, he has an OK ability to search. Here we don't have to take our life, we can just do a 1k counter. Okay, he uses leader ability to heal. He discards 2 Gecko Morias. Was that from hand or is that from... yeah, I think that's from hand. So he had 2 in hand, that's crazy. Okay, he discarded 2. Is he gonna have like the other 2 to play? We'll see. Okay, he plays another Absalom, another Cindy. Yeah, he can go pretty wide. It's hard to get rid of his board. So here we can either go Nami or a second Cavendish. We can play both. And against Moria, it's usually... yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, it's usually better to swing with characters first. I kind of went for a greedy play there. I think we can discard another kid, because if we get our kid on the field, I don't think he's gonna be able to swing over it. Okay, he takes that as well. We draw a carrot. Carrot is really good into him, because we can freeze the Absaloms, we don't have to KO them. So I think I want to play it out, to just have it for the next turn to be able to freeze the Epsilon, but let's see. And then we can swing with Mihawk and force him to block or take. And then probably play Carrot for next turn. I think it's more value than Nami or Cavendish here. Because Nami we usually use to, find our kid and find our, other pieces that we need. But we have our kid and we have our new gate ready, so I don't really feel like drawing cards. I would rather have Carrot to mitigate some pressure. Okay, he KOs an Absalom himself, throws a Perona. Goes into Cavendish. We can counter 1k. We don't have any 2k, so whenever he's swinging 6 into 6, we're gonna counter that instead of taking life. So later on, when he attacks with bigger numbers, we can just take life and not use cards to counter. It's gonna be worth it, I think. I guess it's really important to be efficient with Rosinante, how you counter out and how you take life. If you just take life recklessly, you might not have the counter later on to protect your kid. Now here is where I'm gonna take a life, because I want to save Koshiro for next turn to play it out with kid. So here we can go directly at life. We can swing Cavendish, swing Carrot, freeze Epsilon. Draw to discard the bricks always in the late game. Okay, he gets a trigger, but it's a search. A 2k, okay. Now he can bring back a character, and here is where I should have swung with Carrot. Yeah, now he freezes it. My bad. I was just talking about that earlier, I think. Or maybe I wasn't. But I was thinking about it, and yeah, against Moria, you want to always swing with characters first. Because he can play out the Perona from trash if he gets the trigger. But I was too focused on talking, so I kind of forgot to swing with Carrot. So that's unfortunate. Now the Absalom is not frozen. We'll see if it matters or not. Maybe it doesn't matter, but... I mean, we would have gotten a swing off, so it matters, yeah. Okay, so he goes 12k with Moria here. We're just gonna take this and save our blocker. I don't think he has anything to like KO or rest blockers. Does he only play yellow cards? I think so. I don't really remember seeing any black cards. Oh, he plays a 2k, that's black. Okay, so he plays the bow out and pops my last life. That's kind of unfortunate, but he doesn't have any blockers on the field, so potentially I can even go for a game here. I could swing something like 9, 9, 11 maybe, but I think that's a bit risky. I don't know if he has any dangerous triggers in his life. So I think the safer option is to play the then cost Newgate and just play it safe. He has 4 swings next turn. And we will have 2 blockers. 2 blockers, 4 swings. We will have to counter out of 2. We're also gonna recycle our hand with Newgate. Unfortunate, we can't really freeze anything with Carrot. But I think we're gonna survive. Okay, 2 on our leader, 2 on kid. So we get the effect off. We can either swing 10 at Moria here, again to 1 card, or we can just swing life. Bring him down to 0. I think I would rather swing life here. Yeah. So you can just counter 1k, I think he has it in hand. And this way we take a life. 2 life. Okay, he gets a trigger off. Plays Hawk back. Okay, draws a Gecko Moria. Maybe he could have triggered into something else, right? Maybe a blocker or something. Because what is he trying to do? Does another Moria help him in any way? Okay, I think he has to go for game here. We don't have any more life left, so we can't use leader ability. We're gonna block with Koshiro. Okay, boa swing. We can counter out of this. We have a pretty big hand now. I think we're fine. We really need to save our new gate for next turn. We want to be able to hit hard. He's probably gonna heal a life here, or maybe even 2. Using his leader ability. Okay, Moria. Oh, he can also heal with Moria, I kind of forgot. Okay, his leader ability is when attacking, so he had to attack here. Yeah, he heals 2 life, but he still has no blockers, so I think we just go for game here. Start with 7. Swing with our Cavendish and Carrot first, so he can't freeze with Perona. Let's see if he gets the trigger. He doesn't. Okay, we're in the clear here. Now even if he pops the trigger, he can't, freeze with Perona. So that's that for the first game. Okay, so this hand is terrible. Mulligan. This hand is also quite bad. We don't have any early game pressure. But well, Black Crocodile is our next opponent, another OP14 leader. He is very tricky. When he was first released, he looked a lot weaker than he really is. The 8-cost Crocodile is insane. Like he applies so much pressure and takes control of the game instantly. So it's really hard to play against this deck. We don't have any early game. I was really hoping we drew Ivankov there, or Cavendish maybe. So we're just gonna play out Smoker next turn, and we're gonna try to apply pressure with him. And we're gonna go straight into the late game, which is kind of unfortunate. Against Crocodile, you wanna pressure him early on, because he has a weak early game, but he's really strong late game. Once he gets those Crocodiles rolling, he takes control of the game. So we would prefer to be aggressive early game, but we don't have a choice here. We're gonna go into the late game as well and just try to grind it out with Kid. And we'll see if we can win the grind. Okay, now we draw the early game power. But I think playing Smoker here is better. He's gonna apply more pressure. He's gonna have to, counter out his attacks. So we're gonna dry him out of his resources while we try to fill up our hand later with Cavendish. And we're gonna try to win the game that way, out-resource him. Although it's gonna be really hard, with the 8-ghost Crocodiles. They draw him cards as well. It's gonna be a hard matchup. Okay, it's pretty cool. He has a lot of Nico Robins in trash. That means he probably won't play it out on 8th Dawn. So he can't like cheat out a lot of characters. Maybe he will have it. We'll see. He can just play crocodiles instead. He doesn't really need it if he goes second, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna counter here. I kind of want to save life for late game. We're gonna have to use our little ability well to block those big attacks coming from crocodiles. Okay, that's bones. He rests Koshiro. Yeah, I guess he couldn't kill the smoker there. I guess he wants to save one dawn for any event so he can defend out of the smoker attack. Okay, let's see if he has it. Yeah, there's the event. But now his Dust Bones is rested. So we can clear it off the board and play out Cavendish for 4 dawn. I think that's the right play here instead of playing both Cavendish and Ivankov. Maybe it wouldn't be bad to play both. Oh yeah, we also have the... Almost forgot about the extra dawn from Smoker. Okay, he lets it go, that's fine. I was hoping maybe he counters out and dries himself out of 2k counters. But he's playing it right, he let it go. Okay, Crocodile on at dawn. This is where the game gets really tricky. Now both of our characters can't attack, we can draw cards, we can put pressure on him with Smoker. So yeah, this is where things get a bit hard. We have 5 cards in hand, I don't think it's worth to counter this, and we're gonna play Kid next turn. Although I don't really like taking 5k attacks later on. Okay, we can play the Kid here. So we can play the Kid here either with Sugar or with Ivankov. We don't have any small blockers. And I think Sugar is not that good, because this Crocodile can just KO itself after he plays it. So he kind of is able to avoid Sugar. So I just play out Ivankov and try to get another attacker on board, because 2 of my attackers are gonna be frozen at all times probably going forward. So we have to get as many bodies out on the field as possible. Okay, we top deck Newgate. I'm gonna leave it there. So we can play it out next turn. I guess it's not really worth to 9 cost Shanks the Crocodile. It would be nice to draw Red Rock instead, but using 9 cost Shanks to KO it, he can just bring it back. And one of our characters wouldn't be able to attack, I guess. Okay, freezes our Kid. Freezes our Smoker. At least we can attack with our Cavendish next turn, and our Ivankov maybe. Okay, he didn't mill any crocodiles so far, so he might have more in hand. We're gonna absorb this one. He can't really swing with leader. Okay, we're gonna have to play out the 10 cost first, so we can use our Smoker effect. And we can give these 2 dawns to Ivankov. We don't have to give them to Kid because he can't attack. And then we can use Smoker ability to give dawn to Kid. Okay, so I guess we're swinging 6, 6, 7. That's not too bad. We don't draw with Ivankov, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I don't really know what his events trigger. So I'm gonna attack with Cavendish first, just to be safe. Okay, so next turn we have our new gate blocking for our kid. We won't be able to use our leader ability because we have too many cards in hand, which is unfortunate. And let's see, he already used some of his events. Here's another one. So yeah, this is not looking great. We don't have any small blockers on the field. Didn't really draw into any later on. So this is a tough position. He can just swing. If he wants, he can just swing 15 here or something like that to just get rid of my kid. I do have another one just in case, but so I guess it's not worth to do that. I guess he can play another crocodile, freeze again. I'm not really sure what my plan is for next turn. It's really hard to push. Oh my. It's really hard when half of your board can attack next turn. Every single turn. And he's just building up an army of 10k crocodiles. And even if I KO it with Shanks, it just comes back. That's unfortunate. Okay, what does that even do again? Freezes one of my characters. Okay, did he freeze Ivankov or did he freeze my new gate maybe? I guess he froze the Ivankov, yeah. Yeah, because he used the crocodile ability on our new gate, so he froze 3 of my characters. That's unfortunate. But we can still swing with our Smoker and Cavendish. Okay, we don't have a problem surviving here. Since he used a Dawn on Crocodile, we can just counter out. Yeah, let's swing 7 and make him use his last event if he has it. Okay, he does. Cavendish, draw. I can swing 5 first. I guess we just kind of have to use the Shanks here. Nothing else really makes sense. It doesn't make sense to replace our characters. Or well, we're gonna have to replace our Ivankov, but we just want more big bodies out there. Can we survive next turn though? Do we have to play out the Namis? We have a 12k blocker and we will have our leader ability, so we're gonna be able to block 2 attacks. The third one we can maybe counter, and then the fourth one we would have to let go. But I think, yeah, we survive it. I think we don't need... Oh yeah, I should have swung with my Cavendish first. Oh, but he doesn't target it, my bad. Yeah, I should have swung with Cavendish first. But he just didn't... Yeah, he made a misplay. He should have frozen my Cavendish here with Crocodile. He froze the Shanks and the effect only lasts until the end of my turn here, so Shanks wouldn't be able to attack anyways. Okay, he takes the 7k. Okay, he gets another trigger off. We use our last Dawn for Kid here, and yeah, we're gonna try to survive this. Yeah, I should have attacked with Cavendish first there, but luckily he made a misplay, but that was bad on my part. And we even draw into some small blockers, so maybe I could have used that as well. I think it's better to play out a big body. So if he plays a 4th Crocodile now, I'm still okay, I think. Because now I just have too many strong bodies on board. And he has only 1 life. He took that 7k earlier, so means he doesn't have a lot of counter in hand. Let's see, he has 4 attacks. Oh, he's gonna use Miss Valentine. I kind of forgot about that card. Sorry, Miss Wednesday. He can give minus 3k to my kid. Okay, that's unfortunate. So we're gonna have to let go of the kid. So he has 4 attacks. 1 goes to a kid. 1 we can block. Okay, so 9k. That's not bad. We can counter out of that. Okay, that's really nice. Now we survive for sure. 12k, we're just gonna let it go here. And then yeah, he can swing another 12 and 11. So we're just gonna block the 11 attack or the 10k attack. We're just gonna let this go. So he's gonna be able to get one of our characters, but he doesn't have his leader ability anymore, so he's not gonna be able to KO his crocodile, right? Or did he use his leader ability to KO? I feel like he did, but okay, what does this event do? Can he use it for 3 Dawn to negate my new gate? It's only cost of 5 or less, and yeah, he already used his minus ability on my kids to get it to 5k, so he can't use the event here to try to sneak the game. Okay, 11k we can block. He shouldn't have any more 1-cost events, so he has to go all in here. He doesn't have any more defensive events. And yeah, this is game. We have 4 attackers, he has 1 life. That's GG's. I'm not sure why he didn't KO one of his characters, because this character trashes itself, right? Miss Wednesday. I guess he kind of had to do it back then. You may KO. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really fully understand this leader yet. But I think, yeah, it was better to, KO his crocodile, and at least one of my characters wouldn't be able to attack. It wouldn't have helped him win the game. I would still win, but I guess he just gave up. GG's. Okay, so 2 games so far, 2 victories. This time around, I'm not gonna edit my games, or not edit my games. I'm not gonna post only the good games. I'm posting every single game I play now. And so you guys can see the losses as well, and see when I break, and how I handle banned hands, and how I try to turn the matches that I'm losing around. And sometimes I fail, obviously. Okay, we get our best opener here, Mihawk into Cavendish. That's an amazing hand. That's a perfect hand, We have our 3 Dawn play. We have our 5 Dawn play. We are chilling big time. So our next opponent is OP14 Law. Yeah, it's an aggro deck. Sugar is really good into him. He can rest, or she can rest his little cost characters, like this guy right here. So that's really good for us. So yeah, I think it's a winning matchup for sure. So we can rest it here, or we can, play very aggressively here and just play down the smoker. Activate 1 Dawn, give it to Mihawk, swing 5, 5, 6. I think that's the right play here. We don't really have to remove his board. We can just go aggressive early game, because we opened just an insanely good hand. We are gonna dominate this early game. But yeah, I'm just posting these games as they are, as I'm going into matches. So yeah, so far 2 wins out of 2 games, really good. I am gonna make part 2 of this video, playing against some other OP14 leaders. We're gonna discard Ivankov, because I'm not gonna play it out for sure. We drew the carrot. Carrot is gonna be really good for us. Plays the new X-Rake, that's a really nice card. He can -2 every single turn. Not bad. We can let this go here, or we can block, maybe save it. Then maybe use Sugar, rest it, attack into it. Or do I just let it go? Oh, this guy can KO my Sugar when attacking. That's kind of bad. I didn't think of that. So yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of it. Okay, swings into Mihawk again. Uses leader ability, that's fine. Now we don't really have to play out Sugar, we can. We can just freeze it with Carrot and then play out Sugar. And swing 5, 6, 7. We can also restand the Dawn with Smoker. So yeah, we can just put a lot of pressure on the law here. He takes a 5k attack, that's crazy. We find another Kid, we can discard it. When we play out Kid, I don't think he's gonna be able to. Or maybe he will with the X-Rake. Maybe he can like -2k and then bring it down somehow. So we're just gonna keep the second one just in case the first one dies. We could just swing face really big here. Yeah. And get a banish off. But I think it's better to swing 8k and play out another character. I'm not sure if I want to play out the blocker or Sugar. Okay, he has a counter here, so we're playing off Sugar. It's gonna be fine. We can let one of our characters go if we want to. He used a lot of 2ks there. So he can't really rush us down. There it is, he surrenders. That's 3. Okay, so that's it for the first part of the video. In the second part, we're gonna try to match up against Mihawk, Boa, and maybe Jinbei, we'll see. And we're gonna see how we're doing in those areas. I think this list has a pretty good matchup spread into the new OP14 leaders. So I'm actually really excited to play this meta. Yeah, as you could see, like we're still standing solid. I still think we have a problem against Emo and Dace. The matchups are playable. They are definitely not that bad as like past few metas were, like before OP10. Like OP09 was really hard playing against Lucci and stuff like that. But now I think this deck is still very playable, still solid. I don't think it's a tier 2 meta deck or anything like that. I still think it's a rogue deck, but we're gonna see. Part 2, we're gonna have some more games against the new leaders, and I'm very excited. I think this deck has some potential still. It still has some firepower until we lose Kid and Sugar, which is gonna happen in a few months. So until then, we're just gonna enjoy it and play it out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Have a nice day.